There are reasons to be concerned about this cybernetic environment that we find ourselves in. There are lots of threats out there. They are real. We have taken the protocols around cybersecurity very seriously. I want to spend just a little bit, I know we're running late, a little bit of time with Tee Meeks, our top cyber cop, walking you through some of the protections that we've got for cybersecurity. Top one advances the slides.
To put my eyes on. Okay, now for the easy listening part of the night. No investment stuff. When I began my career in this industry almost 30 years ago, the most serious security threat for our clients was the possibility of having their certificates and their checks stolen out of their mailboxes. But today, book entry and electronic fund transfers have minimized that threat. So now every time we connect to the internet, we make decisions that affect our cybersecurity. Let's see how I do this. I did do top. Okay, now you know why I'm not the tech person. There, okay. In 2014, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission acknowledged the importance of cybersecurity preparedness, and they launched an initiative to gather information, and I lost something somewhere, and to consider what additional steps were necessary to address cyber threats in our industry. They collected baseline information. I feel like I'm cutting out on this. They collected baseline information by conducting audits of approximately 50 broker-dealers and investment advisors. And when you know it, of the 32,000 investment advisors in the U.S. at that time, Waddell & Associates was one of the fortunate 50 to get chosen for this audit. Well, the results of this initiative helped the SEC identify areas where they could work with the industry to protect investors like you and to protect our markets. Now, since the SEC is our regulatory body, anytime something is important to them, it becomes a top priority for us, but also for every other firm under their governance, including our custodians like Charles Schwab and Fidelity. They responded to growing investor concerns by creating client protection guarantees. These guarantees cover 100% of any losses a client experiences due to unauthorized activity on your account. There's additional information about these guarantees in your packet, so please refer to those. Our custodians also recognize the value we add to the relationships, so they alert us when fraudulent activity is detected on any of the accounts that we manage. For example, when an electronic funds transfer is established or is modified, they'll send us an alert letting us know the details of that transaction, and that just helps us possibly identify unauthorized withdrawals from your accounts. And then when there's unauthorized or unusual activity on an account, they will, on a login situation, they will lock down those accounts and then also let us know so we can contact the client and help decide what's going on. Well, in addition to these protections that your custodians offer you, Waddell & Associates has our own cybersecurity program. We started about 3 years ago when we made the decision to hire an IT management firm who was better equipped to handle our expanding technology needs. And a large part of their job is to make sure our systems and our systems, are protected and secured from at the highest level from outside threats. Internally, we adopted strict password protocols, including mandatory periodic password changes and the use of complex passwords. And if our systems are hacked and confidential information is compromised, we have a cyber liability insurance policy that provides credit monitoring and service assistance for W&A clients that are affected. So we also created and implemented improved policies and procedures, and I think our most important policy was designed to protect your assets when you request distributions to third parties. We have anytime we receive written instructions from a client to wire funds or deliver assets to a third party, That request will not be processed until we verbally confirm the information with you. Just last year, we subscribed to a new email encryption service that made it easier for us to protect your confidential information via email. We automatically encrypt every attachment that goes out on a W&A email, and we have the ability to encrypt the body of the email if confidential information is being transmitted. Our fraud detection policy, and I keep forgetting to do this. Yeah, okay. Our fraud detection policy was created to address suspected email-based fraud. When we receive an email that we suspect is fraudulent, we attempt to contact the client using only information we have on file. We will never use the information that's provided in the email. And if we're unable to reach the client, we can notify the custodian and request a temporary hold to be put on that account until we resolve the matter. And if by chance a client does indeed fall victim to email fraud, we can work with our custodian's fraud prevention teams to determine the best resolution for the client. We also recognize that training is a very crucial component of a strong security program. So internally, we share information with each other, articles, stories. We also share these with our clients so that we keep cybersecurity top of mind at all times. And then last year, we added a testing component to our program. We contracted with an information security company to perform a network security audit. The tests they conducted are designed to identify weaknesses in our system and in our processes. And then we share these results with our IT firm so they can address any areas of concern. Now, even with all these layers of protection in place, there's still no guarantee that you won't fall victim to identity theft. So, and according to a 2016 study, there is a new victim of identity theft every 2 seconds. I actually saw that on a commercial the other night, too. If you've fallen victim to identity theft, you already know how frustrating and time-consuming the restoration process can be. Well, W&A values our clients, and we're committing to improving your life by providing clarity and removing fear. So to honor that commitment, we are pleased to offer our clients a membership to the ID Shield Identity Theft Protection Plan. The ID Shield plan will monitor your identity from every angle and provides restoration assistance if you do become a victim. So if you're a W&A client in the room tonight and you'd like to go ahead and enroll, please see one of the ladies out front on your way out. It only takes a couple of minutes. She only needs a couple of pieces of information, and we will get you enrolled. To end, I'd like to say I want everyone here to rest assured that we take cybersecurity very seriously, and we will continue to do everything we need to do to protect our most valuable asset, which is our clients.
Great job. Thank you. We have this wonderful symbiotic relationship because I understood half of what she said and she understands about half of what I say, but we both need each other intensely. So to answer the question we began with, will our cyberkinetic future be apocalyptic? Well, based upon our analysis, we are a long way from being replaced by the machines, and given our future labor constraints, we actually need their help if we want to maintain our historic growth rate. So transcendence will not come from the urban legend-inspired singularity of the machine, but from the fusion of the best of them with the best of us. So in our view, the rise of the machines will not destroy us. In fact, it's the rise of man and the machine that will save us and maybe, hopefully, turn your financial advisors into superheroes.